What's good, man? It's your boy, Minister Jap, man, coming to y'all with a new episode of the Pervert Police Network. You know how we do. We talk heavy. We put these pervs on blast in a real way. Shout out to everybody who's been liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos. Y'all keep the love coming. And make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Also, go to ministerjap.com and you can get your Pervert Police t-shirts, hats, mugs, and etc. But today's topic, man, we're gonna get into this in a real way, man. Something I didn't know was that people still do this, man. And this is still the most creepiest thing that I ever heard of. You know, I used to hear about this type of stuff in the 90s, but in this day and time, we still got pervs out here being peeping toms. And for those of you who don't know what a peeping tom is, these are people who look in fitting rooms, look in washrooms, they're looking through people's windows. They're doing surveillance on women. They're doing surveillance on children. These are the type of guys that go to a playground just to look at children. These guys are weird beyond weird, and they're beyond perverts. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're perverts. You know, they have a sexual fetish. They call it voyeurism, where they just like to look at people, you know what I'm saying, who are unknowingly being monitored. In a lot of these different states, especially a lot of these small states and small towns, you got a lot of people out here, you know, thinking it's safe. The suburban areas, that's the biggest targets of the peeping tom. They don't really go into a lot of the urban areas because they know that there's imminent danger. A lot of people might, you know, turn up on you, but they usually go to, you know, nice little suburbs and stuff like that where everybody feels they're safe, you know, Walmarts and little small towns and stuff like that. These creeps are looking up under women's dresses, looking at kids, looking at children, and they're actually setting up cameras in fitting rooms and in washrooms, all types of sick stuff, man. And these guys, I don't know what are they doing when they look at this footage. I don't know if they're, you know, pleasing themselves when they get home. For some reason, they found some type of sexual gratification for just looking at people, you know, getting dressed or looking at people get undressed. And this is sick. And you gotta be on high alert for all these perverts, man. So we're gonna get into this, you know what I'm saying, and show y'all the real and what's going on so you can know how to protect yourself from these lanes.
And that breaking news tonight, that alert, a registered sex offender strikes again. Welcome into News 2 at 6. I'm Alex Dennis.
Let's stop right there. Registered sex offenders. This is why I always tell y'all here at the Pervert Police channel to make sure that you are checking the sex registry in your community, because these sickos hide in plain sight. A lot of these sickos are online. You might be interacting with them, but you have got to check the sex registry, because that's going to let you know that who you're living around, who's in the area, and who to look out for, especially if you got children, and especially for a lot of you women out here, because a lot of these guys are out here preying on you in your ignorance, you know, so you gotta look out for pervs and weirdos, especially the ones on the sex registry, because most people on the sex registry have the tendency to repeat again. Because one thing about perverts, it's a desire. It's in their blood. It's something that they fetishize about all the time. It's something that, you know, it's instinct with them. You know, they can't kick it. They have a problem. That's why they have to go to meetings every month to make sure that their addiction is monitored. But when they go unmonitored, they start doing little things like this, because a lot of these predators and perverts think that being a peeping tom is harmless because they're not actually touching the people. But at the same time, these guys have hard drives full of footage of women getting dressed, kids getting dressed, and things of that nature. So stay alert for all of these perverts. Let's go.
And I'm Bob Mueller. Metro Police arrested a serial peeping tom today. He's been on the run since March 27th. News 2's Allie Lynch is at the WKRS.
You gotta be one type of sick weirdo to be on the run, like some type of fugitive, for just being a fucking peeping tom. Like, they are bringing back old crimes. Like, I didn't even think about this peeping tom thing until we started the Pervert Police Network. Peeping toms are out here, man. These guys are sick. This guy's on the run. He's a serial peeping tom. This is sick. You You know what I mean? And the crazy part about it is these guys hang in plain sight. They're in plain sight. They're around you and you don't know. You don't know. You could be sitting next to a person that's a peeping Tom on a low. You could be working with a person who, when he gets off work, he's a peeping Tom. You could be, interacting with these guys in these chat rooms online and stuff like that, on different Facebook posts. And on their free time, they go out and they are peeping Toms. Straight perverts.
Yeah, Bob, Alex, 31-year-old James Josie III has been convicted multiple times of videotaping women.
Look at this pervert. Look at him. Looks like a pervert. These are the people you gotta look out for. These are the people you gotta look out for. Pervert. That's the pervert rapist swag I keep trying to tell you guys about. These people right here, they're in plain sight. They're interacting with everybody as if there's nothing wrong. You gotta be on high alert for pervert.
In bathroom stalls. Now, the most recent incident happening back on March 27th at the Hermitage Whataburger when he was hiding in a stall of the women's restroom using his cell phone to video people in the adjacent stall.
What a sicko. You want to watch people use the washroom? Pervert.
A woman who was in the bathroom with her 2-year-old noticed a phone pressed against the open gap between the two.
You watching a woman and her 2-year-old? Pervert.
The mother yelled, causing Josie to run. A Whataburger staff member followed Josie and recognized him as a former employee.
He used to work there? That's what I try to tell you. You could be working, your coworkers could be perverts. You know what I mean? A lot of these people that you're around who are weirdos are probably perverts on their free time. Be on high alert. Pervert.
And today, Josie admitted to recording in women's restrooms. Josie is a registered sex offender out of Knoxville, where he committed similar invasion of privacy offenses. Bob.
You see what I tell you? All sex offenders have the tendency to reoffend. Pervert. And it's not just the weirdos with the tattoos and stuff like that. There are a lot of guys who, are computer tech guys and stuff like that. There's guys out here with whole families, but on their free time, what they enjoy doing is being peeping Toms, And they like to be peeping Toms out of town, traveling peeping Toms, serial peeping Toms. Be on alert for these perverts.
It has not put peeping Toms out of business. And with cameras so small they can slide right under the door, complaints about...
And that's the worst thing, a peeping Tom with money to buy the equipment to do it. We're in a day and time where the cameras are getting smaller and smaller and more concealed. When you go to these hotel rooms, you better check around because you don't know who's next door. You do not know who's next door. There are a lot of perverts out here and they travel. Pervert.
Voyeurs keep coming. 2 young women say it just happened to them. Here's Ann Mercogliano.
This man is being accused of a creepy crime.
What's going on? There's someone with a camera next to our door, and they have it underneath the door, looking at us. I'm really scared because I don't know who's next door to us.
Police respond and find 2 women who say they were spied upon by someone in an adjoining hotel room.
That adjoining hotel room, be careful. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, too, I always change. I do not like that adjoining hotel room because I always think that when I leave, somebody might end up breaking the lock and come right into my room, and the staff won't know until, all the crimes are done. Beware of that adjacent room crap, man. Pervert.
I know exactly what it was. It had a camera, like a professional one. It went underneath the door like this.
I was naked and I was in front of the mirror. And I saw something under the door too, but I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was like a roach or something.
Just hang tight, okay? I'll be right back.
What are you gonna do? What if they have videos of us?
I'll take care of it, okay?
Police immediately knocked on the door.
Shout out to the police, the pervert police doing their job. Get right on these pervs. Pervert.
The adjoining hotel room, and this is who they found. His name is Robert Prevet. He's 49 years old, a father of 3.
Father of 3, and he's still a pervert. Looking like a politician. you know, looking like an upstanding citizen. These are the guys who get away with being peeping Toms all the time. He's probably been doing this for years, a serial peeping Tom. He's probably been doing this for decades, man. He's been buying equipment, getting his jollies off, you know, getting next to adjacent rooms to people, men, women, and children. Just disgusting.
You are a pervert.
At a defense contractor specializing in communication systems, he said,
You see, he's a tech guy, defense contractor, doing all this type of work. These are the guys you gotta watch out for, because they're calculated.
As he's staying at a hotel in Key West while on a project for the Coast Guard. At first, he denies knowing anything.
What did they see under their door that came from your room?
I honestly don't know.
This is your opportunity right now. Is there anything else going on in this room that I need to worry about? Because I will be ripping this room apart very shortly.
Yes. I did have it.
Finally, Prevett breaks down.
Where's this little camera?
See, these guys are, if they went to jail, they would be in like the rapist type of unit, you know what I mean? They would be amongst the chomos and the, you know, protective custody type of thing, you know, because they're really harmless, but they're more sick than anything.
Pervert.
Thing at?
I get it.
Where'd you hide it? Because again, I'm going to rip this room apart.
Go ahead and get it.
Prevett pulls out a spy camera he hid in the seat cushion.
How many times do you think you've done this in the past?
Total, maybe 8 or 10 times.
Prevett was arrested and charged with video voyeurism. Inside Edition found hotel room peepers are a problem around the country.
This is crazy.
Pervert.
You're sick.
Pervert.
This is a problem around the country?
Scottsdale, Arizona, 21-year-old Anthony Horvath.
Look at this guy.
Pervert.
Pled guilty to voyeurism for spying on 2 girls in their hotel room with his cell phone camera. And outside San Francisco.
Look at this guy. What a sicko.
Pervert.
This 30-year-old man was charged for disorderly conduct. Cops say he used a camera to spy on women under the door of an adjoining room, just like Prevett.
Okay, Joe, this is a typical hotel room. Can you be vulnerable in here?
Joe Vandermark is a hidden camera expert. He says hotel guests should be wary of adjoining rooms because endoscope camera like this can slip under the slot between the doors.
How could the guest in the next room not see that camera, though?
Since you're not really paying attention, you're not going to know.
But there are measures you can take to protect yourself. First, do the hand test. If you can fit your fingers under the door, you can also get a camera under there too. Then put something there to block the space, like a bathroom towel, so this never happens to you.
You sick nut!
Pervert.
Man, there you have it, man. As you can see, there's a bunch of serial peeping Toms out here in America running around, man. Be safe out here, man. Stay on high alert for all of these perverts, man. It's your boy, Minister Jap, man. Follow me on all social media platforms. Make sure you go to ministerjap.com for all your pervert police merchandise. And like and share and subscribe this channel. Till next time, I'm out.